let's see. Alright, Edgar and Setzer, so you're just going to be attacking.
Yes, attack, attack, attack.
Got a nice lance, though. Let's see. I'll leave it like that. Alright. Oh, wrong way. Herpaderp. I saw a button and I ran for it. No, goddammit! There we go!
And I remember when we started Kefka's Tower.
Yeah.
We're preparing for Kefka's Tower about a month ago. Lizzie was like, I'm gonna need your full attention for this tower! Yeah, well...
yeah...
Wait, so if Mog jumps, does that negate the lance you just gave him?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Aura Lance? No, why would it?
Well, no, because I thought, like, if you jump, that's, like, a different move than...
No, he still has the lance equipped.
Oh, okay, cool.
The lance was a weapon, not a relic thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Nah.
Right.
See?
Yeah, okay, cool.
Aw, roulette. I hate you. Select one of the enemies. Select— No!
Oh!
She's gonna die the moment I come out of here. Maybe I can get a pearl off. Nope!
Oh, I haven't.
Lol.
It.
Well, life too.
I'm getting glad that we had other characters learn some of the important magic moves.
Yeah.
In case our,
Something like that happened.
yeah. This is the boring party.
Yeah, not as fun.
Well, except for the tools. I forgot Edgar has tools.
Yeah, you could be using like drill or auto crossbow.
Yeah, I just remembered about that.
Ah. Oh well.
That's okay.
Yay, learned level 3 magic.
Right on. Okay, well.
Alright.
Yeah,
She's still learning that.
Should we use it, tincture on Mog, or just...
I was gonna have him try and, absorb
Okay.
from, but we could change it. We might as well.
Whatevs, man. Whatevs, you're the boss.
Let's see, how many do we have? Oh, a lot, never mind. We've got a fuck ton, so
Yeah.
might as well. I mean, there's not much left after this.
Right, so... The goddess.
Yep.
Oh.
No,
what did I do?
You did defense. You pushed...
Well, at least that's better than something random, so...
Yeah,
I mean, it's not attacking, but at least it's, you know, decent.
Hey, at least you were defending for that, too. Oh, I'm gonna summon, oh, what does Crusader do?
Uh-oh.
Oh, right, a whole bunch of damage to everyone. Never mind, I'm not gonna
yes.
summon him. At all. Because, no, thank you. You did
What did
row.
I do?
You pushed right, or left that
No,
time.
I didn't. I pressed A. I swear to God, all I was doing was pressing A.
You pushed left and then A, apparently.
Okay, I will, Okay, we'll try to fix this. Because I swore I was just pressing A.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Sure. Well,
There you go.
I mean, technically I could be holding down A for this party, couldn't I?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Unless... I end up dying.
Ah, I'm fucked.
Yeah. Just quit. Just give up.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll just panic and then I'll be like, oh. Uh-oh. The curse will follow you. Oh god, that's...
What did that do?
I don't know what that did. You're the one who's supposed
Why
to
am
play
I
the
asking
game.
you?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what.
What did that... Oh no, you need to cast some,
I need a life
2 goodness.
Go faster.
Go faster. You need...
So I can actually life 2 some
No fancy shit right now, just...
Life 3,
Perhaps
fuck yeah.
holding A at this point.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. That was relatively
We
easy.
did it before we died. Awesome.
Cool.
But you can imagine if we weren't doing as much damage, that curse would have been bad.
Yeah. Would have been pretty awful.
Ooh, Terra learned Meteor. Her last magic.
Nice.
Except I think she hasn't learned Quick yet.
Right.
She doesn't really need it.
Cool.
So, Kefka's actually the source of all magic right now.
Oh, fantastic.
So, Kefka is a god right now.
Oh. Wow.
Let's go kill him! How
Yeah,
hard?
let's...
How hard could it be?
Yeah.
We're not gonna die horribly. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her, I guess, Bahamut. We just, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so...
Alright.
So we obviously can't attack with all 12 people.
No. Well, you'll see what happens. But, how about we, stop the video here?
Yeah.
And, well, actually, what we could do right now is do a quick recap of the entire plot up until this point, because we have some time. And then we'll start the very final part in a new video.
Yes, let's do that. Okay.
Because I did get a request to recap the whole thing, and then I got a whole bunch of comments. It was kind of hilarious. This one person was doing like a whole bunch of silly comments about the entire plot, and I was dying. I was laughing really hard.
Nice.
But anyway,
Love the fan interaction. Okay,
yes.
So this is where we go, hey, Nicole, test what happened. And then I go, oh shit. Okay.
What happened at the very,
very
very beginning?
At the very, very beginning, we met Terra, and she was, like, had all this magic, you know, in a world where there wasn't really lots of magic to go around.
Yes. She also had this slave crown on her, and that she didn't remember anything.
Right, right. And so then... Fuck.
You're doing so well!
I was doing well. So then, like, we helped her, like, get off the slave crown, and we learned that she... No, wait, that came later, didn't it?
Do you want me to just give you the Cliff Notes?
Yeah, Cliff Note version.
Okay, so we find Terra, help her become her own self, and then we go try and find the Returners, which are a rebel group that are fighting against the Empire.
Yeah.
The Empire's bad and is currently making Magitech, which is really bad, but we don't know why. We go and join the Returners, and Terra's like, oh, I don't know if I want to, but then she finally agrees. Then we go on a raft, fight Ultras, get split up. 3 different paths. First one is Sabin. He goes and finds... Shadow first.
Right.
It's optional if you pick up Shadow.
Right.
And then you go and find Cyan. Cyan's family was murdered by Kefka because he poisoned the water at Cyan's place. Cyan went on a raging rampage trying to take on an entire army by himself, so Sabin's like, dude, I'm the tank, I can do this.
Right.
And so then
I'm seeing all the places in my mind as you're going through this.
So then they run off, and they briefly glimpse General Leo, who's kind of a cool guy, too bad we're on the wrong sides kind of thing. And eventually we make it to this forest where we get on this mysterious train where nothing bad could possibly happen. Oh no, it's the train for souls going to the dead, oh no.
Not good. So that's
So then we
Sabin's
defeat
bad.
the train, and there's actually a video I need to show you about. I forgot to do this when we did it, but Cyan can, you know his suplex thing, where he picks
Yeah.
up the enemy, turns him upside down. He can do that to the train.
Wow.
So I'll have to show you a video of it. It's pretty hilarious. But so you take out the train, and then the train's like, okay, I have to drop people off first, and he lets you out. And then Cyan sees his family. He's like, oh no, boo-hoo. And they're like, live without us. You're still living a full life, etc., etc. And then you jump into a waterfall. And then you make it to the Veldt where you find Gao. And Gao helps you go into this watery area where you go and meet up at this other place. Path number 2 could be Locke. I don't remember what order we did them in, but Locke ends up trying to break into Miranda, I believe. He runs into Celace after stealing everyone's clothes.
Yeah, oh right, because we went around and did the different outfits to get to the different places.
Yes. So you find Celace, who actually also can use magic. Surprise, surprise. She's actually a general for the Empire, but she turned traitor apparently, and so we save her.
Right. We're still not really sure at this point if she's good or if she's bad, right?
By this point, we're pretty sure she's good.
Shows how much I was paying attention.
I don't remember what else happens with Locke and Celace, but I think they eventually just head back to... what's it?
Wait,
And
do you have this in front of you, or are you
No,
actually remembering this?
This is from my own memory.
Wow.
So then, after that, they just go and head up at the meeting place. They head up to... We're all meeting up at... What's it?
Narsh? I remembered something.
Yay! Okay, third path with Terra, Baron, and Edgar. They go down the raft, and they end up going through a whole bunch of areas. I think it's the most boring one because it's over really quickly.
Yeah.
They don't get separated, so they end up just going on to Narsh. And so then we end up at Narsh, and Kefka shows up trying to get the Esper, I believe.
Wait, we were introduced by Espers by that point?
I believe so. It was the thing we ran into at the very, very beginning that made Terra go berserk.
Oh, right. Yeah, so he's trying to get there's an Esper at Narsh, right?
Yes.
Because at the beginning, they were trying to use the magic tech armor to get at the Esper, and then Terra went up to it, and the Esper went up to it, and they freaked out. So then Kefka's trying to go to Narsh to get that particular Esper, which is the whole reason we're there, and everybody's like, oh my god, they're going to attack!
Yes. So then we have that whole battle where we have to block off the little walkways, and we almost died, and then we go and defeat Kefka, and he runs off like a little pansy.
Right, because Kefka's a pansy.
Yes. And then we go up to the Esper, and then Terra flips out and turns purple and naked and flies off.
Right.
So we have to go and find her. So we end up splitting up, and everyone remains back in Narsh because we can't take more than 4 people. We head out. We actually pick up Shadow and watch all of his dreams, which turns out that he used to be a thief. He left his friend behind to be captured by the authorities instead of killing him like his friend wanted him to, and so he has grief over that.
Right.
Stumbled into a mysterious town that we later learn to be that it's the same place where Strago and Realm are from, and Realm is probably Shadow's daughter. But you don't find that out until the very end, so I just skipped ahead. So anyway, after we pick them up, we head down to Zozo, the place where everyone lies, and we slowly climb to the top of the tower.
Right.
There we meet up with Ramu, who's looking after Terra.
Right. And then there's this whole, cutscene thing. Isn't that where we learn, the whole cutscene thing with, the whole goings-on about where Terra came from and all that stuff?
I believe so, yes, actually.
So we learn all about that there's this, little spot.
Oh, no, wait, there's one thing that happens before that. We actually have to go to the Magic Tech Armor Factory.
Oh, right. So we go to the Magic Tech Armor Factory, and we actually figure out that instead of draining the Espers of their power, it's actually more powerful to kill them and use their magicite. That actually makes it stronger to use.
Yes.
But then we're all like, oh my god, we can't do this. And then Kefka walks in. Kefka finds out that if you kill the Espers, that way they're made stronger. And so then his whole job is to try to go out and kill all the Espers he possibly can. But to do that, he needs to go into this Esper forest place where they live. So he tries to go there. I think
You're skipping ahead.
Ah, shit.
But...
Oh, the Magic Tech Factory. I got that part
Yes,
right.
yes. So at the Magic Tech Factory, he figures out about killing espers, but then we like run away. So we make it, but the only reason we were able to run away was because Saylace actually sacrificed getting away, etc., and teleported her and Kefka and all the soldiers out. And then Locke is like, "Oh no, I wonder if she's actually good or not." And everyone playing the game is like, "Come on, dude, come on." Anyway, we make it back to Narsh, and then we get word from the Emperor saying that he wants to do peace talks, I think. No, I'm skipping ahead.
Wait, no, that's way far ahead. That's ahead.
That's
Is
ahead.
it? No.
Something happens where we end up going to, Thamaza. Oh, we're trying to fly away by airship and we get shot down or something. And we end up landing over in Thamaza, I believe.
Right.
Or is that something else? God, at this point my memory always gets kind of hazy.
Okay, so somehow... Wait. Oh, jeez. Still there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about it, but I can't remember the order of things that happen at this point.
Okay.
But eventually, something happens where,
Eventually,
we end up going to Thamaza because we're trying to find... No. We go to the, Esper's door first.
Right, that's what I was talking about.
Yes.
We go to Asper's door, and we figured out that they've already gotten in.
No.
But then, wait.
They don't actually get in, but we get there, and then the Espers, like, flip out and start destroying everything.
Yeah! They start destroying everything, like, they destroy they destroy a bunch of towns and stuff, so they come out from where they were living, and they come out in the other world and just, like, wreck shit.
Yes.
Fuck everything
And
up.
their, destruction blocks off the door for now. So then, we get news that the Emperor wants peace talks because of this, and because he realized that this is the wrong thing, etc., and then we're like, no, this is a trap.
Right.
It's a trap.
We go to the Emperor, and then we figured out it is a trap.
Yes. But we use save states so we could actually talk to everyone in the building and actually get all the cool stuff.
Yes.
And then, I believe, we head off to Thamaza because that's where the Espers went. And so we go there with General Leo and Shadow and Saylace, and Saylace is all acting all weird because she feels bad about it, and Locke is like, I just want to talk to you, you damn woman!
Yeah. So
and,
that's where shit goes down, right?
First we team up with Strago and Realm, some little tiny minor, plot devices showing that they have magic, and they're descended from the magic knights or whatever from long ago. We take them and we go find the Espers. The Espers are like, oh, we want peace talks too. We're so sorry we killed all those people. We just went insane when we came to this world.
Yeah.
And then, so the peace talks are happening, and Kefka shows up and starts murdering everyone. Because the peace talks were just a ruse to get all the Espers.
Right. So then Kefka gets all the Espers and gets their magicite and stuff, and then, like, but then where does the floating island come into this?
Later. So then he kills General Leo, and we're all sad because he was cool.
Right.
And it's implied that Shadow dies, too, but he doesn't, because he's an actual character. Alright, so then we decide that we need to go back to the Esper's Gate because Kefka has enough magic power to do something with it.
Right.
So we head over there, but actually, he already raised the Esper's Gate, and that is what turns into the floating continent.
Oh, right. And then that rips up, and then that's... Did we deal with the floating continent right away, or did we do other plot shit first before we went up there?
There wasn't any plot shit, but what we did was we did level up.
Ah, yes. Well, that's off-screen stuff that has nothing to do with
So then we go to the floating continent.
Then we go to the floating continent.
We fight our way through, we fight against the Atma weapon, we get there, and Kefka starts moving...
messing with the statues.
The statues
out
out
of
of balance.
The statues, right, is that you're supposed to keep them a certain way, so you keep the magic in balance and you keep the planet in balance, but then Kefka's like, and he moves it here, and he's like, and moves it here, and we're like, no, don't do that, you asshole!
He also murders the Emperor.
Yeah, he murders
the Emperor. Which we think is going to be the end boss, but no, it's not the Emperor, it's Kefka.
Yes! land of everything.
Yes.
So then he moves all the statues around and all this shit just goes and they dive onto the airship off the continent. Blam! The whole world blows up.
Yes. Oh, and also we found Shadow on the floating continent, and we had to wait till the last 5 seconds to actually get him off the continent.
Yeah. We saved him, but
and then everything explodes.
Boom! Everything explodes. The end.
Except 1 year later, we wake up as Sayles on an island, and there's Sid there, and we're like, oh, what happened? And he's like, things went to shit. I don't know if there's anyone else alive on the planet. We're like, oh,
no,
good. And so we were going to feed him fish to keep him alive, but because I know how the game works, and you won't be able to leave the island until he dies, or gets healthy enough to live, and getting him healthy enough to live is hard, I just let him die.
We let him die, and then we got this, he left a note that saying there was this raft thing.
Yeah, there might be other humans, go find them, so we raft over to the main continent, which is actually, like, barely...
the main continent anymore.
Yeah. So...
like, all the entire world, all the islands and stuff got rearranged, so everything we knew, basically through the first, 60 so parts of the game, I don't even know how long it took.
I think it was about 50, actually.
About 50. So everything we knew the first 50 parts of the game completely gone. There's this, like, serpent island thing, and there's, like, all this scattered shit all over the place, right?
Yes.
So...
and Kefka builder...
Sayles gets super sad and almost commits suicide.
Oh, right, yeah.
Gets saved. And then she goes back on the island and sees, like, Locke's bandana. Is Locke, right?
Yeah, before she left, she ended up trying to kill herself. She fell off the cliff. She was still alive, and a bird was there with a bandana on it. She's like, oh my god, it must be Locke's.
Locke's bandana, which means people are out there. So then... we go travel and we find Sabin, and he's holding out up a house and being a badass.
How badass is that, actually? He's holding up the house.
Yeah, and he held it up for like 10 minutes, but we only needed like 5 or so to get through there.
And of course I grabbed all the treasure along the way because I like treasure, and we saved the little kid, and then we're out. And then...
what did we do?
We needed to find an airship, but... we didn't know where to go, so we wandered over, and there's this guy who looked very familiar to...
very much like,
Edgar.
There's this dude named Gerard, and he was, like, in a pirate's clan or something like that, and we're like, dude, we know it's you, Edgar. Why won't you just admit it? He's like, oh, it's not me.
Milady, and they're like, oh yeah, Milady. Yeah, people use that all the time.
So then we get to this part where there's a bunch of tentacles in a ship or something like that, and it's like, oh shit, no, that's later.
No, there was tentacles. It was just...
there was tentacles in a ship, and it's like...
but it wasn't on the ship. It was underneath the castle.
Right, underneath the castle. And Edgar was like, okay, I guess I'll help you guys fight. And it's like, we knew it was you, Edgar. He's like, yeah, well...
whatever.
Whatever.
So now we have Edgar, and we go over to the other continent, and then we wander into this one town, and hey, look who happens to be there. It's Setzer!
Setzer!
And he's like, but my airship got destroyed, and we're like, fuck! And he's
like,
backstory time.
Backstory time. We had... was it his wife, or was it, like, his girlfriend or something?
It was kind of like lover and best friend, and, you know...
his lover best friend actually had an airship, and they used to race together, but her airship ended up, like, getting hidden a long time ago, so he says, oh, we need an airship? Let's go grab that. So we go through this Daryl's Tomb place, we go over, there's this code thing we need to figure out, and
it turns out the world is square. I don't get it.
Yeah, and then there's, like, we're walking down these stairs, and there's these beautiful reflections of him and her and missing them and all this stuff. But the important thing out of all that is we get an airship.
Fuck yeah, and then the whole world is open.
Yes. And then who knows what order we went in from there.
Yeah. But let's just skip over all the tiny little plots, because they don't really matter. All that matters is that we go and pick up all the characters.
We pick up all the characters, including the characters you can only pick up in the world of Ruin, which is Umaro, and Gogo.
Yes.
So we pick them up.
Everyone has their own little subplots going on, and it's quite adorable, but nothing really matters. All we need to do is go here and defeat Kefka. And we are finally here.
Oh, and there's probably the most important part of the entire world of Ruin is when we went to this little maze thing and I took control of everybody for a video. Because it was backwards. That's the most important part of all the subplots of the world of Ruin.
Yes.
the fact that it was like backwards and really weird, and so I decided to take control until Lizzie was like, there's a really hard boss at the end. You want to still take control? And I'm like, no, please come back. Please come back to me. I'm so sorry.
Yes, that was the dream world. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Anyway.
That's the most important part of the...
That was the Cliff Notes version, and we kind of skipped over the plot of everyone in the
yeah, that would take...
World of Ruin. But we are at 25 minutes anyway.
Yes, so, Kafka.
Next time. Let's do this!